Met in South Carolina, read. During the pandemic, my family and I met in South Carolina because that was in the middle of the country. And during the pandemic, I did a lot of reading. Googled COVID, made videos. I compulsively Googled COVID during the whole pandemic, sometimes scaring myself, and I would make videos to calm myself down. Safety and long drives. We found that taking long drives really helped because we could get outside, and safety became so important during the pandemic, and it's hard to let it go and say, now I can go out without a mask.
In 2021, I was going nuts being in the house. So I fought the renovation, and the renovation won. The 1959 trailer I purchased on a nice piece of property very close to the Hudson River in New York State kicked my ass. Though I managed to single-handedly gut the interior, the basement, the plumbing, the electric, the heating system, and carport, I was unable to find any good workers to help charge a fair price, do a good job, and follow through. Instead, COVID complicated things, and the only workers I could find charged me too much, did poor work, messed up things more, and several left me high and dry. So much so I may take them to small claims court. Anyhow, I thought for my money and effort, I would have conquered the reno, but the reno conquered me. And well, there's always this year, 2022. So I'm going back at it and I will get it done. End of story.
All right. In the morning, I love my battery acid coffee with splash of coconut, oat milk creamer, silk brand only. I change the bird cage, feed him, and tell him to wait for me to pick him up. Productivity / unpublished documents and short stories in various stages, journal pages, revisions, thrice written manuscript, unpublished but being used in Tom's class at least. Writing of educational manuals, which pays very well. I could do it in the dark. Moonlighting, what the heck. This work paid for new boiler and car repairs. I've done an okay job getting words out. Causes, let's see. I've coordinated graduation, a conference on trauma and justice, another group of like-minded individuals. Keeps me out of trouble. The art of tidying up, condo-ish, not so much. Well, somewhat. I've thrown out some catalogs sitting on my dining room table. LL you-know-who. Pictures of the shore, lobster dinners, and flannel plaid evenings, bird dogs dancing behind blue-eyed beauties, leaning on a wall of some damn antique. Vampire skin and teeth. I urge myself to get out. Vitamin D is sorely needed. Need sugar fix. Chocolate croissants.
Hi. What was my thoughts? My thoughts were filled with the isolation, pandemic isolation was murder. Murder was my focus. Murder was filled every fiber and being and thought of my existence. Murder.
You're killing me, Larry. Okay. The heart is at home, keeping warm, the wind violently bending the tree branches outside, the heart zooming again and again. I keep it warm and folded in my pocket, holding my breath when I exit the door. Make sure, look once, twice, feel the keys in my pocket, but pull them out one more time, breathing in and out, walking fast around the block. Sometimes mon cœur hops when I have you on the phone. But when the heat rises, blasting so rare, I take off the top layer of sweaters, my winter chapeau, my Uggs, and my Oh my, now I'm in a sweat, chills crawling down my back, staring all day at the computer, voraciously reading Ukraine caught in Russia's spiderweb. Mr. Lemondrop is an attacker, a bully, but when I lie down, he cuddles up, purrs in love. Poor little mademoiselle. What else shall I eat? The fridge is full of goodies. With goodies, something sweet, sweet and creamy, something crunchy and salty. FaceTiming, hey, on a movie date with Jane. Home, curtains on the windows to black out the drafts, hold them back against the window panes. But now, sweet, sweet home. I will give it some love. I'll hang them on the wall. Stop fussing this or that or this, framing, socks, and pantoufles. Je vois la vie en rose. Ah, made room onward. Avec l'art, je t'aime, Milenka.
And I would sweep, always with my precious broom, and never on a Friday. My broom made its happy noises. First, I used short, deliberate strokes. Then across the room with long, smooth arcs. Close your eyes and imagine my broom. I collected the debris, a dusting on the floor, but by the time I was on the other side of the room, I had a pile of stuff, cat hairs, food crumbs, leaves, paper scraps, swept into the dustpan and out the door. I could save it. Imagine after a year how big it would be. And then into an art project.
I cleaned the skeletons out of the closet under the stairs, picked away at the moldy yellow wallpaper behind them, and discovered a passage to another dimension. It led down a dark corridor to Montreal, Canada, and in traversing its length, I evolved into a horror writer. When I returned, the closet was stripped bare of wallpaper, rebuilt and painted a nice fleshy peach tone. There were more skeletons in that closet than I remember having left there, but having moved to a new house one town over, I have since painted everything, skeletons and bedrooms and stairwell and all, to get the place ready to sell in my absence. Farewell, little house. You have served us well.
So, at the beginning of the pandemic, I thought that we were on a snow day, so I acted like we were on a snow day. And that snow day lasted into snow weeks and snow months, and I'm still learning to procrastinate. During the pandemic, I got a little doggie, a puppy, and her name is Ellie. I got her, so I changed her name to Ellie Mae because I remember Ellie Mae Clampett. Ellie Mae Clampett was pretty, and so was my little puppy. The pandemic was extremely existential for me. I thought since I was coming to the end of my life that the world was really just an illusion, and the pandemic was information telling me that my life was about to end. So it was existential in many ways. But I took an online course in brain surgery. And since we are allowed to use props that I didn't know before, I'd like to show you some of the tools used in brain surgery. These you can get at any hardware store, by the way. Also this is for really delicate work on your neurons. And I'd like to introduce you to Ellie Mae. Ellie Mae. Ellie Mae, come here, baby. Come here, Ellie Mae. Say hi. Thank you.
The pandemic and being at home was like I'm still home. You know, are we talking about like it's over? I mean, that's one of the things. The time I've been home.
Over.
What?
Out. Get it out.
Get it out.
Yeah.
Get it out. Go out. Well, the thing is, time, I've been sitting home watching myself age and seeing different changes. I mean, you know, when you go and you talk, when you're on like Zoom or on the internet, you sort of see your own face and it's like, oh my God. And then it looks like not how you thought it looked. So it's been like a lot of aging, a lot of watching, you know, different things happen. But then I grabbed this by the something and decided, you know, I am going to be full of pep and zip and going to be, you know, healthy. So I decided to walk. I walk every single day, at least 3 miles. I think I've gone to Europe and back, and I'm still going. And I have had some issues with my knees, with my shoulders, with my hands, but I am out there every single day walking around. And if I can't walk, I stay home and I hula hoop. Now, there you go. So I think it's all about attitude. And what else? I wish I could think of something concrete that I did besides walking and aging and being confused about time. I guess those are the main things. But I have to say, I'm very fortunate. I love my home. Oh, I know. I got a grandchild. Yes, that's the other thing. I got a new grandchild during the pandemic. What a surprise. You know, that was fun. So I babysit for my 3 grandchildren, and that's really good because it takes my mind off everything else. And I realize that I am just perfect for relating to a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 19-month-old. That's my niche. It's perfect. I love that. So in closing, I have to say, home, sweet and sour home. Today became tonight and next year. And well, we all live in a yellow submarine with lots of green plants and constant dancing. Dance, dance, dance.